So it's Friday here at Virginia Motorsports Park. The rig's parked, merch is set up. We're gonna do our little drive around the track, kind of see what everything looks like.
Yeah. So we've never been to this facility before, so we will drive around, check out where everything's at in case we need to know. We definitely need to know the starting line is back that way, and we'll drive down the surface of the track. We will find the scales, and we'll find everything that we need, you know, during a typical race weekend. Here's the scales. Scales are something that you definitely got to know where those are. You can get disqualified if you pass the scales. You don't scale your car. And this is something else that we're not used to. Scales are something that we have never had to worry about before, because we've never had anybody tell us what we can or what we can't weigh.
And even though our car is overweight, every time, if you pass the scales, automatic disqualification.
You could be 300 pounds overweight. If you pass the scales, you're done. You don't go on to the next round. A lot of times, the real racers will tell you that's the reason, even if you lose a round, you don't skip the scales. You go across the scales anyways, just in case your opponent that beat you passes the scales, you can lose and still go on to the next round.
Or they could hit the scales and be light, they could hit the scales and their car be too low, anything. So always go across the scales.
So this looks like a quarter-mile track to me.
Oh yeah, no, they've held NHRA events here, popular tractors and stuff.
That's why this place is so nice.
Yeah.
Also, not to mention a good buddy of ours that we've known for a long time, Tyler Crossnow, is he's the manager here, right?
Yeah.
Like he takes care of everything.
Yeah.
He's the track manager. And we think that's awesome that he got the opportunity to come here. And we knew that this place would be amazing with him running it.
No doubt.
I mean, even the shutdown stuff is really nice. Look at it.
Yeah. Supposed to be setting an anti-roll on Kiki's car or something.
So we're coming in from the big end, and we like to drive and just check out the surface. And you can see that this place is gonna get good real quick. How you doing, brother? You can see that no matter what they do to this surface, it's gonna get good quick. How you doing, sir? We're doing good. We're doing good. Aaron, we're always ready for the first lick. We'll see what happens after that. So that right there is the tech. Right? Yep. He is the tech end guy, and he's the one that sits at the scales, make sure everybody's car's weigh right, and you can see how good this surface is. Of course, is this the 8th? Wow. Look how flat it is, though. Like, this is one of the best surfaces we've probably ever seen. So this track, the whole facility, everything about this place, this is one of the best facilities, and we've raced on a lot of nice places. And this is one of the flattest, straightest. It doesn't look like there's any waves in it. It looks amazing, the surface does. And I'm not talking about just how much traction, but you can see they have scraped it at a normal event like this, we know Tyler Crossno from being one of the best track prep guys in the business. And that's how we met him. Well, they have scraped everything down to the concrete here. You can see the concrete. Both lanes have been scraped down to the concrete, and they do that to simulate no prep. When they first started the No Prep King stuff, it was for the guys who race on the street to come to a safe street-like environment, and to where we could mingle with the fans and people could watch what we do. And like anything else, it has kind of evolved. Anytime you bring big payouts the way that NPK does, you're gonna get
the best.
You're gonna get money people that come in and build to the rules, trying to chase that money. It is what it is. But when the whole NPK first started, it started strictly for the guys from Street Outlaws that actually street race, to be able to mingle with fans and have a safe track environment that simulates the streets.
About, going to jail and stuff like that. You come, you pass tech, you go racing.
Yeah. So, but like anything else, it has evolved into what it is. The cars are getting crazier. They're faster. It has forced us to buy toters and do everything that we have to do. Spare engines, spare parts all in the trailer to be able to keep up. And money seems to always take over everything.
No doubt.
So
any type of heads-up racing.
Any type of heads-up racing, big money is going to come in, sponsors, things like that. And it's still not out of control yet, but
no, they've done a good job of keeping it under control, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's lots of guys that could come in with way more money than the guys that are already here.
For sure. For sure. And they've done a pretty good job at keeping some of the big money teams out. And they have the couple different classes that if you're a big money team, you can come and run in that, but they're not just big payouts.
No.
So.
No.
But anyways, I do like the fact that it does keep some of the people out, because we were doing this when people were shitting on us for doing it. We were doing this when no prep wasn't that cool. And everybody talked about how stupid we were for doing it. You put these high horsepower cars down shit surface, and that's why there's so many crashes. Look, drag racing in general has crashes. It doesn't matter if you're glued to the world or if it's a no prep. Crashes are going to happen, and that's part of it. So it's definitely not, I'm not saying that there's not more crashes because of lack of prep, but there's crashes in every event of racing.
NHRA Pro Mod tagged the wall just last weekend. The biggest drag radial events in the world have multiple crashes every race.
So
crashing happens. It's unfortunately it's part of racing.
Yeah. So it is what it is. We love this type of environment, this type of race, and when we drive through the pits, we pretty much know everybody here. It's
everybody's pretty friendly. Everyone will help the next guy if need be.
Look right here. Ryan's guy Javi standing over there at Stinky Pinky's car. Doesn't matter. People help everybody out here.
Yep.
And when you get to the line, it's totally different. We're gonna do whatever we have to do to win, but until then, it's crazy because it's not something that I'm used to. We come from the streets where you don't show people what you have, you don't help other people, you worry about yourself, and this is more like a big racing family. And the first 3 seasons, we didn't do the NPK, and we ended up doing the final
race of season 3
of Ennis on season 3, the finale, and we did the one race, and I loved it. It was totally different from what we were used to doing. We went out there, we saw how everybody came together as a team. The 405 all helped each other, and the other teams helped them too, so it was more of a family type environment than what we're used to, and everybody got along. And I'm not here to sing kumbaya with everybody on the big end after the race, but it's a possibility if I wanted to.
I mean, I like it because there's racing, like it's racing. It's whenever we start racing, it don't stop unless there's a cleanup or there's someone on the starting line entertaining the crowd, so it's racing.
Yeah.
Start to finish.
All right, well, let's go over and set the mat up. We'll get the car out. I'll check all the stuff on the car that needs to be checked, and we will check out the merch trailer, make sure everything's good to go. We got a couple hours left before all the fans start coming in, and as soon as the fans start coming in, then we have to juggle between signing autographs, taking pictures, and hitting the next driver's meeting. The 405 will have their little meeting before. Tonight is the team attack stuff, where we'll have to draw with that.
Grudge racing, small tire, all that stuff.
So we'll go over here and we'll check the car out. We'll get it out of the trailer. We'll fire it up after I check all the valves and stuff. Probably spool it up once. And after that, make sure everything's ready for round one. See who we draw, see if we're racing in the team attack, or see if we're grudge racing tonight.
All right, so car's out, unloaded. Sean is doing his normal preventive maintenance, and that's really all we got to do on this first day here. We'll let him check the valve blast, spring pressures, and then we'll fire this thing up, spool it up, and get ready to find out if we're racing in the team attack or in the or if we're just grudge racing. So everything check out pretty good on that first sign?
Yep, no, everything's fine. All the spring pressures are good. All the last was good.
Now that we figured out how to use that spring tester, huh?
Yeah. Well, I could always use it on this side.
Oh,
I use my bad hand to pull it on that side, and I always pulled it to the side.
Yeah.
So hopefully we know now, or I know now, and won't have any problems.
So we're coming off of a decent test session in the heat at Galat. You guys seen we ran some pretty good numbers there for as hot as it was. We found not necessarily issues with the car, but we have found some stuff that we can improve on in the future races. So I don't know, it's going to be hot here, so we kind of have an idea of what we can run, and I don't know, I think we're going to be all right. So we've got 12 passes on this motor now. We are we're kind of approaching our number. Are you nervous, scared, whatever?
Man, I honestly, I'd be stupid if I told you that it's not even on my mind, because it is. But I feel like we have done what we needed to do to fix the problems in the motor, and Proline has done what they needed to do to fix it. So I think we're going to be all right, but of course it's on my mind.
So we went from having the transmission out and the converter apart about 2 hours ago to that's one of the better passes we've made.
Yeah, no, it went right down through there. The stuff that we did, we feel like maybe we just cooked the transmission fluid. We put some new transmission fluid in it. You know, after all that shit. pulled the transmission out, pulled the converter apart. Everything's great in the converter. Everything looked good in the transmission. It shifted great. Everything on the data looked amazing. And we had the last run from testing a couple of days ago to lay it over. And it 100% was the same tune-up, but it was a lot faster.
For sure.
So the changes that we made 100% picked it up, and it was probably a little bit cooler than what it was whenever we made the other passes, but I don't think that affected what we were looking at in the data. So it was happy, it was fast, and if we run like that right there, we're gonna go some rounds. We are gonna turn it up for this next test pass and see what happens. We still only read 63 pounds of boost on that pass, and we got a little bit more on the big end we can do.
Yesterday wasn't a bad day. We turned on a wind light against Ryan, but not really the way we wanted to.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I mean, we ran door to door to him. Anytime you can run door to door with Ryan, let's be real, man. He's you know,
you're doing something. That's something that you can, you know. Hey, we got something here.
And we ran door to door with him. We just another foot. If we'd have been racing 661, I think we'd have came around him. But
he about got turbo fucked.
He about got turbo fucked. But you know, it's a lot to make up how fast his car 330s and 60 foots. Yeah. You know, so but if we can run door to door with him, when Ryan makes a good lick, he puts cars on people.
On the fastest people.
So that means if we can run door to door with him, we're doing good. And we got Stinky Pinky today, 16th pair. I'd have liked to have ran a little bit earlier than that, but
and maybe someone besides Stinky Pinky.
Yeah, Stinky's fast.
Hey man, he ain't no joke. That car runs good.
Yep. So I do believe we have enough to outrun him. I don't think that. Let's just be real. If we make a good lick, I don't think the car can run with us. So, but we have to do all of our shit right.
I mean, it's not one of those that you can pedal it and still outrun him. It's like we have to make a good, clean pass like we have. So.
Yep, and it's not necessarily the pressure on me because of who we're racing. The pressure's on me because we haven't won first round in the last 3 events.
It's been a minute.
So we got to win this race, and we got to go some rounds today. So this is, you know, there's no easy road to victory. You know, we're gonna have to go through them first.
Yep. So day 2, fixing to start the invitational. Like Sean said, we're the 16th pair, so we'll be the last ones down the track. We'll go support the rest of the 405 guys while we can before we have to get the car ready. So stick around, and we'll see how we do today. So by now, most of you have probably seen everything on the internet about what happened at the race.
Wow.
Well, we didn't blow the motor up. Number one, we did not blow the motor up.
That's always a plus.
Okay, I mean, here it is. There was a hole in the main feed line that goes from the oil filter to the block. Got oil all over the track. And that's that.
I wouldn't even say all over.
It was only in the middle.
I watched it and it was sprinkles.
Yeah.
Like, man, it wasn't that bad.
No.
Like everybody's like, oil the whole fucking track down.
Yeah.
What?
No, we can show you oil the track down.
No, I've oiled the whole fucking track down.
Remember Ohio when those guys got mad at us?
That wasn't even that bad either.
No.
Where did we really oil it down? Sykeston.
Oh man,
Sykeston,
from fucking 8 Mile or
we left 12 quarts of oil on Sykeston. But you know what? Hey, fuck that place.
Yeah. So I don't even really know where to start. I guess we can start by saying
we had a fast car.
We can say that. We had an extremely fast car. We felt we had a car that could have won that race.
Especially once Ryan went out, I was like, here we go. It's all on me, you know? And then, bam.
It was,
like what, one car later?
Yeah, I mean, it fucking killed me to press that little red button and tell you to shut it off because there was oil on the track.
What sucks though is, and if this happens again, There's two different things that we could have done.
We can definitely go about it different next time if this happens.
I do want to start off by saying I ain't mad at James Finney. He did exactly what he needed to do to provide for himself.
He did the only thing he could do to win that.
But me and him aren't buddies, you know. We will never be buddies. He doesn't have to do things that I like, and I don't care about doing things that he likes.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do, in my opinion, was the only way he was going to win that race. And he took it.
Yep.
You know,
I mean,
and there's no hard feelings there. I didn't like him to begin with.
Yeah.
So I don't.
It's not like it changed your opinion of him
any more now than what I did before.
Right.
It's all good. It doesn't matter. I don't provide for his family or whatever he's got going on.
Yeah.
I don't put money into his program. He went on to the next round.
Yep.
I didn't. So I'm not upset about it. So then I see Monday morning. Huh?
I'm upset.
Oh, I'm upset because we lost.
Yeah.
No doubt. I'm upset because we lost to somebody that we shouldn't have lost to.
Right.
And basically, we lost from the trailer. And we don't ever like doing that.
Yeah.
You know, we lost from the sidelines is what we did.
Yep.
We lose plenty not from the sidelines. So it sucks bad enough to lose one as you're watching. And then not to mention to listen to how his car sounded when he fired it up.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't get to hear it, I guess.
It sucked. But I mean, can't put the blame on him.
No.
But what you can put the blame on him about is being the guy who runs to the internet Monday morning and starts a big old long post, which blaming me for Murillo passing the scales. That's the only part that I got upset about.
Yeah.
First off, I wish I had enough pull to get Mike disqualified.
Yeah.
And Mike can cry about it. The whole Team Texas can fucking cry about it. I don't care. I didn't make Mike pass the scales, and I'm not the one who went and said, that's fucked up, he passed the scales, DQ him.
Yeah.
That was an official call, okay? So, and then everybody's like, oh, was it an official call for Birdman to give you 2 minutes? That's how much time he has to give us.
Right.
Okay? Earlier in the round before that, his good buddy and teammate, Mike Murillo, gave Scott Taylor 20 minutes after their burnouts, sitting on the starting line over 20 minutes, because we sat in the staging lanes, you know, hot.
Right. Hot.
Why he did it, and nobody said anything. You know why? Because that was sportsmanship. You know, good job, Mike Murillo.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. You and Scooter are buddies, and that's the reason you did it.
Yeah.
But so what?
Yeah.
And that just goes to show right there that the racer can make that call.
Right. And you know, he wants to make it sound at the beginning. He wants to make it sound like he gave us the 2 minutes that he needed to, and then he gave us more time. But then we wanted 30 minutes. And then
no time was ever said.
No, and then that's all bullshit. We didn't need 30 minutes to get it fixed. And by the time they had the lane clear, we'd have been ready to fire the car up and make the pass. However, then he goes to say he went in because fuck Sean Ellington.
And
he's going to make
and
the 405.
The Ryan wannabes.
So figure out which side of the fence you're on. Did you give us the time you needed, or fuck 405?
Exactly.
You know,
I would rather him just go, man. You know what? Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
At least then I'd go.
That's all I ask for. Be fucking real.
Yeah, that's his, you know, that's his prerogative, you know.
So,
but it is what it is. It sucks.
Enough about him. We aren't mad at him for anything to do at the race.
Nope.
Shit happens. He won. We lost. We'll figure it out on the next one.
Yeah, we're not gonna go to the internet and make a big post and cry about it. But you did make a post.
I did.
And it was because everybody said that we blew up.
Yeah.
Which, hey,
I'm tired of us fucking, we didn't blow this motherfucker up.
Fair enough. You know what I mean? Hey, we put oil out there. Everybody says we blow up. Fair enough.
Hey.
Can't fault them for that, because chances are the last 9 times it was because we blew up.
Yeah.
But whenever I saw the oil, I know whenever we kick a rod.
Yeah.
I've done it a few times now.
Yeah.
And I knew that's not what it was. And then whenever you told me that there's oil everywhere, either you kick a rod bad enough that it goes through the diaper, or it's coming from something else.
Right.
And of course, you had changed the oil the pass before that, so I'm thinking, God damn, put the fucking plug out. Yes. So, hindsight, we should have said, no, we're ready. We're ready. It was just a loose fitting. We tightened it up. We're ready. Yep. And then they'd have backed him up. They'd have cleaned the fucking track.
Yep.
And we'd have had all that time while they were cleaning the track to fix it. And this is how little of a leak it was. Like, it was too much just to make a pass.
Yes.
But it wasn't too much to wrap it in pig mat and make a pass.
Oh no, we were finna send that motherfucker.
That's what we should have done. That's what we should have done. We should have wrapped the thing in pig mat. It would have continued to leak out, but the pig mat would have caught it, and we would have been fine. We wouldn't have ran out of oil before we got to the other end, no doubt.
Well,
but it is what it is. We could blame it on a whole bunch of stuff.
if a frog had wings, you know.
I'm just happy that we had one of the faster cars at the event. Man, the race against Stinky Pinky was killer.
Man, dude.
And I'll tell you what, man, I like that dude. Like,
Dean is a cool dude.
Dean is a cool dude, and I'll be honest, and I'm sorry to Dean if he ever sees this, but I never gave the dude a chance. I didn't like him. I never gave him a chance. It's kind of the same way I felt about Bobby Ducati in the beginning.
Yeah.
Fuck him. I never gave him a chance. But man, once you give him a little chance, and he's a good dude, just like Dean.
Until he jumps on you. Then.
Until he jumps on you, then Bobby, God damn it. Hey, I ain't mad at Bobby either.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I try not to get upset about anything, you know? 9 out of 10 times, I don't get upset very often. Okay, I get upset, but 9 out of 10 times, we fuck ourselves over.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I get a chance to get mad at somebody else for fucking us over, then hey, that's not on us. But even most of the time, we take the blame, no matter what it is. Even if there's some blame to be put elsewhere, I still like to take the blame because I don't want to be a crybaby.
Well,
sometimes I'll be a crybaby.
Well, sometimes you come to realize that to win, you don't put yourself in a position to get fucked over. So, you know.
No, we've been fucked over, and we've altered our program to not allow anybody else to ever fuck us over.
Right.
You know, and look, man, we've been working our asses off to get the program that we have right now. And I feel like we're as competitive as any team out here. We just had some back breaks, man.
Yeah.
You know, eventually we're gonna overcome all that, and we're gonna, we're gonna rise to the top.
So back to that race against Dean, the in-car footage of that, which was earlier in this video.
I sent that to Dean, by the way.
Dude, that was one of the coolest fucking races ever.
It was.
And for us.
Yes. Yes.
Dean got turbo fucked.
But you know what? He did get turbo fucked, and I told him that. I told him that at the end. But we've never taken him lightly. His car's always fast. And we had a chance to race him in the finals of the team attack.
Yep. And we blew the motor up.
We blew the motor up. I'm still looking for somebody to blame that deal on. No, we already took the blame for that.
Yep.
Because we fucked it up.
Yep. No, we didn't.
But anyways, and then, man, we damn sure didn't leave nothing in the trailer whenever we raced him, and it's a good thing we didn't. 1 PSI less of boost, and we wouldn't have came around him. He may have left on me just a little bit, but it was an amazing race, and like I said, Dean's one of those dudes that I never gave a chance to just because of all the shit that used to happen on the streets, and with me being buddies with Chief and him outrunning him, and I just never gave him a chance. And Dean is a solid dude, man. I like him.
He wants to go out there and drag race.
So I watch most of his live feeds, and if anybody out there does not watch his live feeds,
do yourself a favor.
Do yourself a favor and watch some of his live feeds. Dean is the guy that we should all. Man, I feel like I'm sucking the dude off.
It sounds like it.
You just walked up. Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
But
do you need those lines?
We got everything to make new ones.
Okay.
So, but Dean is that dude. He's never in a bad mood. He's always happy. Like, he had so much trailer trouble on the way here. And every live feed, man, he's in a good mood. He's talking to you. You know why? Because he's happy to be racing for a living right now. And sometimes we all have to remind ourselves that's still what we're getting to do. So even when it's 110 degrees out here and we're working our ass off and all the behind the scenes stuff that nobody really gets a chance to see, everybody's just like, oh, you live in the dream.
Yeah.
It ain't always
just
a dream,
covered
man.
head to toe in
just,
transmission fluid and 70 weight maxima and
just
dripping
going 25
sweat.
mile an hour up and down all these fucking hills hoping that your rig don't blow up.
Yeah.
And that's the shit that we do that nobody gets to see. And so everybody's living living the dream. Even when he's having problems, he still is living the dream.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's enough about him.
That's right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Gone to Lowe's.
I like the gravel pits out here. So we put out our mat and it's already full of gravel.
I'm going to get a tarp.
A tarp? What you gonna do with the tarp?
Get rid of the gravel. In between the toter home and the pit mat.
Man,
Now,
it's damn sure gonna suck when